Welcome back. This is Mr. Hassan's Maths channel, and I'm now going to answer question number 18 from this paper, the specimen paper from the Cambridge syllabus for the new syllabus starting in 2025. This is the paper 4, the paper which you can use the calculator in. Question number 18 here seems to be about algebraic fraction equations. So we have to solve this equation here. So the way that most people go about answering such a question like this is they say we need to cross multiply, and that's perfectly fine to think like that. But I want to just make sure that you don't do some weird things when it comes to other types of questions. So you're going to multiply 4 and 3y, and you multiply 3 and 2y minus 1. Okay, but I want you to understand the mechanism behind how this came about, because many people make mistakes. Okay, you know, when there's other questions like there's something else added to this as well, you know, you got to be careful. You got to know what you're doing. Okay, so understanding mathematically what's happening in the background is very important. So basically what we're doing is we're trying to get rid of the fractions. So we multiply both sides by the denominator. So I'm multiplying this side by 4. Okay, so that they cancel out. Therefore, I must multiply this side by 4 as well. And I want to get rid of the fraction on this side, so I'm multiplying this side by 2y minus 1. They cancel out, but I must also multiply this by 2y minus 1. So you can see you're left with 4 times 3y and 3 times brackets 2y minus 1. Okay, so that's actually what's going on in the background. And it's very important that you do understand that if you think that numbers can just fly around, okay, then you're going to have some problems later on with more complicated type of questions. So just take care of that. So now we can solve this. We've got 4 times 3y, which is 12y, equals, then we've got to expand this bracket. Now 3 times 2y. Don't forget also the minus 1 has to also be multiplied by 3. So you've got 6y minus 3. Now we can solve by bringing the y's on one side of the equation. So I can subtract 6y from both sides. So I have 12y minus 6y equals negative 3. And then that gives me 6y equals negative 3. So y is going to be negative 3 over 6, which in its simplest form is equal to negative a half. Okay, so that's the answer to question number 18. Other questions from this paper here can be found in the playlist, which will appear at the top right of the screen at the end of the video. Other questions from the topic of algebra from my new syllabus from 2025 onwards, you can find in the playlist over here. Other questions dealing with algebraic fractions in the new syllabus from the playlist over here, and the playlist on top here will take you to one of the algebra playlists from the old syllabus before 2025, which basically is the same thing. There's not any difference there. So those questions you can also access by clicking on the link above. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.